We begin tonight with the latest developments surrounding tensions in the Middle East involving the United States and Iran. Washington and Tehran are reportedly moving closer to a broad agreement aimed at easing regional tensions and reopening the Strait of Hormuz. But with several key issues still unresolved, uncertainty remains over whether the two sides can turn the current framework into a lasting deal. Our Park Kun-woo reports.
The U.S. and Iran have reportedly reached a broad agreement aimed at easing tensions in the Middle East, although final approval from leaders on both sides is still pending and could take several more days. The New York Times, citing a U.S. official, said on Sunday that the deal was expected to include reopening the Strait of Hormuz and Iran giving up its highly enriched uranium, with details still under negotiation. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman Ismail Baghai said some progress had been made in U.S.-Iran talks mediated by Pakistan on a wide range of issues, but stressed that a final agreement was not imminent. Axios also reported that Iran's nuclear program would be discussed during an additional 60-day truce period, expected to be included in a memorandum of understanding between the two sides. That comes after Iran's Tasnim news agency said Sunday that several major issues in the proposed deal remain unresolved, including frozen Iranian assets. While Iran's still reportedly reviewing the latest proposal, the Washington Post cited a diplomat who said Tehran would be required to restore shipping traffic in the Strait of Hormuz to pre-war levels within 30 days after signing the MOU and reopening the waterway. It would also have Iran, the U.S., and its allies declare an immediate end to military operations across all fronts, including Lebanon. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Monday briefed reporters on the progress of the negotiations.
So we have what I think is a pretty solid thing on the table in terms of their ability to open up the straits, get the straits open, enter into a very real, significant, time-limited negotiation on the nuclear matters, and hopefully we can pull it off. It has a lot of support in the Gulf.
That comes after U.S. President Donald Trump said on Truth Social on Sunday that any agreement with Iran would be a good one, unlike the Obama-era deal, which he claimed gave Tehran large amounts of cash and paved the way for a nuclear weapon. Trump's remarks came amid criticism, including from some Republicans. Trump also said negotiations were still underway and that he had instructed negotiators not to rush into a deal. He added that a U.S. blockade would remain in place until any agreement is finalized and signed. Concerns, however, remain among U.S. allies in the region, particularly Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Sunday that any final agreement with Iran must eliminate the nuclear danger, including dismantling Iran's uranium enrichment facilities and removing enriched nuclear material from the country. With uncertainty still surrounding the conflict in the Middle East, attention is now on whether Washington and Tehran can turn the current framework into a lasting agreement in the coming days. Park Kun-woo, ArirangNews.